Howdy, fellas. I'm just doing some things on the intranet. Having a little fun. There's a couple of things I'm going to bring up to you. One thing I noticed when I was doing a little research on my last name, Clough. This is one of the names I come across, and I just had to look into it a little bit because I was interested by the middle name, Moses. I thought, wow, that's interesting, I don't know exactly what Alfred went through with his. Maybe that's the power inverter fan that you're hearing. But it's the middle name that caught my attention because earlier in my awakening time, it was 10, 15 years ago, I looked into Moses, like really into Moses, further than even you see in the Bible. But I wasn't really looking for religious meanings or spiritual things, just more information about Moses, his life. And it was kind of hidden away how he learned things, but in a magical way is how it happened. And that's kind of how it's been a lot for me, magical. And there's another Clough in the family, a female, Julie Wells Clough. She has a YouTube page, a YouTube channel, and a Facebook page. I mean, yeah, go check her out. Anyway, yeah, I thought that was interesting, because Moses did things in a way that other people in the Clough family are kind of doing things in a way too. Kind of magical, so to speak. But what happened with Moses was phenomenal in a way, like Joseph Smith seeing the angels with his own eyes. That kind of phenomenal. And it happened for Moses in different esoteric ways, phenomenal ways. For this day and age, it's just funny. Like, as things evolve, so does spirituality in the way it does things, the way angels work with us. Synchronicity is an extremely vivid point in that aspect, and the way it works in our minds, such as what I'm going to talk about next. Because I didn't come across this by accident. This kind of information was shown from other teachers that got my attention when I needed to learn, I'm going to zoom this in. You know what the chakras are, maybe you've heard of that. And I'm going to put this page in the description box so you can link it, or the link to it. It talks about the body's energy centers. They're called chakras. Chakra. Chakra would be the right way to say it. And when one of them's not balanced, basically what happens, let's see, this is, which one here? The root, which would be down in your bottom area. Okay, number one. The dominant color, there's reasonings behind all of this. It'd be black and red. Located at the base. Vertebral column, yeah. sound lamb, nutrition, protein, stones that would help, comfort that area. All these kinds of stones. Obsidian, smoky crystal, brown tourmaline, red jasper, onyx, agate, ruby, and hematite. Earth, I'm not sure what to say. Anyway, psychic and emotional. The chakra is our anchor point to the present, often symbolized by roots, which connect us to nourishing earth. It resonates with basic needs, family, security, and our instinct for survival. What happens when it's unbalanced? Physical problems. Problems with cramps, constipation, may have blood circulation troubles, adrenal glands may have troubles, and your joints may have troubles. Mental problems. You may feel fear, anxiety. You may have attachments to things and a lack for things. You may not be learning to let go of what doesn't help. And that gives you insecurity and disorganization, possibly, or vice versa. So you solve these issues, you solve these issues. Do you get it? And to help enhance the healing process, you add these things, and if you got one of these around, just having it around, sound of a lamb gives you a funny kind of a comfort. The energy that the animal holds is also in the sound that it makes. Understand? That is the truth. The colors black and red in any pattern is going to be beneficial to you somehow, I suppose. That's what I'm getting from this. There may be another reason for it. But yeah, colors are healing in a lot of ways. Funny how that works. I'll go through another one here, and the sacral chakra, which would be the next one up. Dominant colors, orange and brown, located at the level of the sexual organs. Okay. Orange and brown. Sound VAM. I'm not sure what that is. You'd have to look it up. Nutrition, liquid, water. Stones, chameleon, amber, tiger's eye, imperial topaz, and sunstone. Planet, moon. So looking at the moon, I suppose, or feeling the moon's energy. Physical and emotional. The sacral chakra is associated with confidence, happiness, creativity. It says confidence again. Somebody accidentally put it in there twice. Oh well. Maybe it's supposed to be in there twice. Endurance, energy, joy, connection to others. If it's unbalanced, physical problems, problem related to reproductive organs, endometriosis, infertility, and possibly urinary issues. I had urinary issues. Let's see why. Physical problem or psychic problems, brain issue, reason. Lack of libido or conversely exaggerated sexuality. I was, and it's kind of embarrassing to say, was jerking it too much at one time. Inability to express one's emotions. I was holding back from telling people how I felt for a long time. So the two together was causing me to have urinary, and I don't know about infertility. It just didn't work properly, and you know. Anyway, part of the urinary problem too is possibly not having the right diet. Can do that too, you know. But if there's a lot of other things involved, like there was problems work in the whole thing, you know, the whole Mr. Johnson just was having some issues because, you know, I wasn't letting emotions out for one. Stored emotions do damage to the body, and wasn't taking care of it properly. I was using it the instrument in the wrong way too often, you know. The lack of libido comes from not abstaining in certain ways. Yeah, you know that. You know what I mean. Yeah, well, should we do one more? Let's see if I had an effect on the next one at all in my life. Chakra tree, solar plexus, located at the level of the abdomen between the navel and the chest. Color, yellow. Yellow will help comfort it. Sound, ram. Nutrition, amino acids. Stone, yellow calcite. I got that dry mouth. Tiger's eye and yellow agate. Planet moon, again. Okay, let's scan this down here. Psychic and emotional. The solar plexus chakra is the central chakra of all energies. It is associated with confidence. Again, we got confidence. The psychic center, confidence again. Emotion, self-esteem, and strength. See how these kind of tie to the other chakra? Interesting, isn't it? Physical, oh, come on. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Hold on a second. Alright, physical problems. Digestive, weight, anorexia, and bulimia. So, yeah. You lose weight while not eating well. Or eating the wrong things. You can do that too. Mental problems or reasons. Egocentrism. Too critical to others without realizing it's only a reflection of your own emotional output, right? What you think about someone is obviously not what they really are, probably, if you're being critical about them. Okay? This is a normal human thing that we all accidentally do sometimes. But sometimes it becomes a chronic thing. And it's called egocentrism. It actually causes digestive trouble, possibly weight gain or loss, anorexia, and bulimia in some people. No joke. So that's the last I'm going to look into it right here. I think is more, it really is. Maybe I'll come back to this one in a minute. I'll let my intuition decide by what you guys feel about it. Most notably. I'm going to go to this other part because this is important too. Energetic cord cutting. And it's because sometimes these energies other people hold will attach to you in so much of a way that it'll affect your chakras. Alright? That's why it's right next to this website up here. Energetic cord cutting. Identify cords by color and cord cutting ritual. For me, the ritual is just thinking about it as being cut, and then it's cut. Okay, it works just fine. See how it's like showing the chakras here? That's because that's part through what these energy cords attach. These energies transform into radio waves through the pineal gland in the mind, and they go over to, say, another person through the cord, and that person feels what you feel inside. They kind of get a gist of it. Now, if you're really positive and happy and all that, they love being with you, don't they? Of course they do. But what I want to show you is how these different colors of these cords mean different things. Okay, and in what in the world is going on here? Why does it want me to look at this? Let me recycle this thing. It's got a problem. Come on. Uh-oh. There we go. Now it's back. Alright, so what is an energetic cord? An energetic cord, exactly how it sounds, a spiritual rope that attaches your aura or life force to another person's aura or life force. Okay, they develop for many reasons. You're born with some of these cords and attached to others throughout your life. Some cords are healthy for you and the person, while the others kinds are not good. Okay, that's basically what it's saying. Why do they exist? Well, you can imagine why. It's no question why we have blood vessels, right? Okay, simple. They transport things between people, love, affection, feelings of anger to let someone know you're not exactly happy with them. But we gotta be careful in the way we hold these. Are they necessary? Candle cord, cutting rituals. I've seen a lot of cutting rituals online. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on, I'm going to determine here for a minute. And come on, where am I at? See, this is all kind of just whatever you want. If you want to look into it, it's up to you. I do it my own way. It is necessary to cut cords sometimes. Let's put it that way. Such as where they're pulling energy from you so often that they're thinking about you, and your energy is pulled from you. It's weird. You don't know it and realize it until you know it's happening. And you cut these cords in such a way that the energy doesn't get siphoned from you. Okay? And that siphoning doesn't happen anymore. Others realize it, and they realize they need to build energy themselves rather than taking it from others like you. Okay? Now, colors and textures that are mostly negative. That doesn't mean they're always negative, okay? Because if you've got a bright red full of blood looking, and this will show up in your mind's eye when you learn how to be psychically intuitive. It takes being passionate about it. You'll see in your mind's imaginary center the color of the cords that are attaching to other people Sometimes you'll see this blood red. This means there's a passionate relationship to you and the person. It could be a sexual passion or otherwise. Beware. This can flow both ways. You'll see the flow in your mind's eye. It can flow both ways if it is indeed a give and take situation. Okay, like if you pronounce in the energy exchange that you're okay with feeling these energies. Okay? It can go both ways if it is needed in a give and take healthy relationship. It's got to be kept healthy. If you notice blood is flowing one way, it's more like energy. Looks like in like a neon tube, but you see the flow. If you see it flowing their way only, then it is unhealthy, one-sided, okay? Like a vampire sucking your blood. Sever the cord when that happens. Any psychic intuitive, if they want to, can do the same to you if they need to, and they will. And any vampiric intuitive will stay on you until you sever the cord. Yes, they will. Dull, dark, red to black, crusted, dry. Old energy, okay? From an old relationship that was passionate. You may notice sludge in the flowing one way. Okay? Cut it, because it's bad, it's old. You don't need it no more. They don't need you anymore. Don't give them your energy anymore. Do you see this? Is this forming a picture of reality for you? I'll bet it is. These types of old cords can cause you health issues, like in the chakras, like I was saying. Let go of that old emotion that you had for that old girlfriend or brother that died, father that passed away, wife that you lost. Cut it. It's unhealthy to hold on to. Okay? Do it in your mind if you need to. Think about the cord that is there and cut it out. Cut it out of your mind. Gray, dull in appearance. An older, dull and lifeless cord that needs to be severed. That'd be two possessions, things that you wish you still had, wish you could get back. Let it go. You don't need them. Cord colors, textures that are mostly positive. Light and royal blue, swirling and watery. Beautiful light to blue, or light to bright blue cord that looks like or feels like water flowing both ways. Indicates deep, healthy relationship. An emotional bond that feeds each person life-giving spiritual energy is called water in this explanation, but spiritual understanding. There can also be an unconscious link between you and this person. And if you notice it originating from your navel, this is a big sign that the other soul is your twin flame. Okay? Your navel area. Be feelings, sensations in your body of emotions in that area. Because you can feel emotions everywhere. It's your whole body. So, where it's being felt from can mean certain things. Big sign. This is new to me, by the way. I had an idea, but I didn't know it's about twin flame. You know, this twin flame thing really has got me boggled. I guess I'll have to wait and see. I think I know who the woman is my twin flame, and it's, someone who's not with me. It's just life. It's how it is. We'll see. Maybe there's a lot of twin flames to choose from. Perhaps we all come from facets of our own existence, family, spiritual family, that are like us in ways that we can understand, and there's a lot of souls like that, perhaps more than just one. Yellow, and appears like fluorescent light or sunlight, a mental connection between people and of like mind. Yellow is linked to solar plexus, as well as communication and knowledge. Sounds like teaching, like communicating with knowledge. You may share a yellow energetic cord with a coworker, teammate, close friend, or colleague. Again, make sure the energy is flowing both ways and not blocked. If it's blocked, to mean you're not really talking to them very much. And you're going to feel it when you're not. You're going to know that these people need you and you need them for reasons that are undeniable. Right? You know it. Orange and bright, a creative relationship between two souls. This can also be colleague, coworker, or creative partner of any kind. So be a little more personal, possibly. Perhaps, it's a divine connection, and you guys are creating things together. You're going to have this orange and bright cord, and you're going to have the light to royal blue swirling and watery cord together, and they will be intertwined between the two of you. Most positive colors and textures: pink, shimmering, sparkling, and or flowing. A relationship between friends, often with the feminine energy, but not always, but can also indicate an intimate or romantic relationship. And these are really strong. This energy is very prominent. You can love them through this energy, and they know you love them. It's a feminine transference, okay? I'm not saying that men are girls, but of course a woman is naturally attuned to this. But men have this when they are taking care of things like cleaning up a mess. We have to have this to do things with. It's part of us, okay? But the dominant male energy that a male has is the working hard, the less subtle things. The feminine energy is more the subtle, focused things. I do believe. I'm pretty close on that. You'll learn more than I'm saying here over time from other sources. May even be often. Okay. White and brilliant. Divine light that connects a person to another soul, guide, ancestor, etc. Also seen between a pet and a pet owner with a particularly strong bond. This is the strongest spiritual connecting cord, okay? So, guide, ancestor, between pets and pet owners. Very special connection. The connection you have with your pet is the same connection you have with your angels and loved ones in heaven. Realize that. Green flowing, bright forest green, or bright forest green. Green's my favorite color. The energetic cord indicates a strong heart-to-heart bond between close family members, soulmates, souls that were born of the same soul family. Mothers will frequently have green cords to their children, life partners as well. This cord may connect between heart chakras. So this is a really special one it's like a family cord. All your family members, everyone you know from family, and anyone that you've been with as a mate, you're going to have this green cord with you. And souls, anyone of the same soul family will have this green cord between them. And I'm thinking this one's unbreakable between us all, no matter what. God's decree. Purple, bright and flowing or sparkling. A metaphysical, magical relationship between two souls. A teacher-student relationship, specifically when it comes to the magical arts like a Reiki master and student. Which humanity, I don't know what that's, mente? Mentor? It's probably supposed to say mentor. It might have got spelled wrong. I don't know. But yeah, we'll be thinking of a good witch here, okay? Mage and apprentice. Okay. I would be a mage. And you would be the apprentice. And a mage at times when you're teaching an apprentice. It can happen at any time and be vice versa at any time. That's how it works. If you're the Reiki master, I give you kudos. That's a rough one to teach. It's a lot to learn. A lot there. Alright, so I think that pretty well covers it. Yeah. How'd you know when the energetic cord cutting ritual is needed? I'm going to let you guys look at it from now. Or into it from here on out. You know, there's more explanations here. There's a vampiric explanation. You know, red blood cords that show blood energy flowing one way from you to the vampiric person on the other end. The other side must be severed. This is somebody that keeps taking your money and you keep giving it to them and they never really do anything to help you out. Now, in certain circumstances, if you're giving for specific reasons that you know the person will do better eventually, then by all means keep feeding to them. But don't do it in a way that they're never going to improve, okay? If you don't see improvement, cut the cord. Alright, so this will, pretty well give you a very low down explanation of life. In simple terms, pretty simple. I'm going to leave the video there. It's at 35 minutes now. 35:22 or 34:22 is what I just seen. So, yep, you'll get links. You'll see links to both of these in the video description box. Alright. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one, guys.